Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Summer Cup Great League, and let's see what team we're going to be trying out. So it looks like we're going to be working with the Shadow, Girafarig, Jellicent, and the Greedent. So kind of an interesting combination here. We have the Girafarig versus the Quagsire here in the start. Both of us are going to be able to throw some moves quite early. We're going to shield here just to get off this Psychic Fang. They also shield because they don't want to get too low. And just like that, they are able to get to another Aqua Tail here. We're going to double shield this situation, force them to either double shield or switch out. We do go and throw another Psychic Fang here because they are locked in. They do invest the second shield right there because the Girafarig potentially could know Thunder Punch. They decided to go for the Hurricane on to our Jellicent here. But we have a Shadow Ball ready for them. It does take out the Pelipper, so at least we get that out of the way. And now we have to deal with a Charge Bug. Charge Bug here is going to be able to deal super effective damage towards this Girafarig. However, whatever Pokemon we pick is going to be switch locked, so we're going to have to just sack this Girafarig for now. We do get one Confusion down and get some kind of low. Here we have to deal with this Charge Bug with this Greedent. This Greedent here is able to tank the first discharge. We're going to throw these Body Slams here as they are stab damage, and it's the best we can do. We're hoping the next Body Slam is able to take out this Charge Bug. We know that we can survive this next move here. X-Scissor gets us into the red. Here, we're going to go for the Body Slam. This Body Slam potentially could take it out. Let's see. Yes, barely. And now we got to race to a Body Slam. We do get to the Body Slam, but this Body Slam, is it enough to take out this Quagsire? Yes, it is. So GG's to our opponent. Able to win that game with the Greedent actual tank, taking out several Pokemon and able to survive a bunch of charge moves. So next game, let's see what we find. We got the Shadow Girafarig versus Charge Bug. Okay, at least we get the Charge Bug in the front here. We're going to stay in for now. Both of us here are going to try to throw them. Okay, they actually are very patient and they don't throw the move. We were trying to catch a move, but unfortunately didn't happen. We're going to go for this Body Slam. Does some huge damage towards this Girafarig. This Girafarig is going to probably throw the Psychic Fang. Makes sense. We are able to survive one. Luckily, this Greedent is able to get to another Body Slam. This is going to get the shield or going to get the KO. Looks like they are getting a little bit greedy. We are able to get to another Body Slam here. This is definitely going to get a shield, I believe. No, they actually let it go. Okay. So they just got a little bit greedy. And they have the Oranguru in the back. So another Psychic user in the back. Very interesting team here. So we're going to get this Jellicent into the action because remember, they still have that Charge Bug. Here we're going to throw the Surf to chip away at this Oranguru. Oranguru can no foul play here, so we're going to show the first one. We're going to see what they end up doing. We're going to swap into our Girafarig to throw this Psychic Fang, but they are aware that we only have Psychic Fang energy, so that unfortunately was not the play. They were able to call our move, and here we're going to have to farm up a little bit and get as much energy as possible before we potentially take out this Pokemon. We're going to throw this Surf here. It's going to get the KO or this last shield. Oh, actually, it barely survived. So that's going to be GG's for us. Unfortunately, unable to take out this Charge Bug, and we don't have any more shields for this Oranguru. So Oranguru here actually ended up being kind of a core breaker for our entire team, especially our backline with the Jellicent and the Girafarig. I guess we should have farmed up a little bit more with the Girafarig. All right, here we got the Girafarig versus the Cradily. So both of us here are just chipping away for now. We're going to throw the Psychic Fang immediately. The Psychic Fang does debuff, and here we're going to have to shield because we want to be able to potentially throw another Psychic Fang because it looks like we are going to be able to win the CAP tie. It looks like we're going to see what they want to do here. Do they shield or let it go? They decide to shield. Here we're gonna see if this Girafarig is helpful at all. We're gonna farm it down and then see what they have in the back. So they end up having the Talonflame in the back. Talonflame here is going to be able to throw a move. We can take the first move, so we're going to let this one go. Ends up being the Flame Charge. Here we're going to throw our own Body Slam. This Body Slam is stab damage, but it will not one-hit KO, but it's going to chip away at the health of this Talonflame. So hopefully we get this low enough that we can farm with our Jellicent, and that's the strategy right here. We're going to go for another Body Slam right here, potentially getting a shield. Okay, we do get the shield. They do have a ton of energy though. So we're going to go into our Girafarig here, try to get a Peekaboo play. Oh, unfortunately, no peekaboo play. They were able to just incinerate us down. Here, we're going to have to shield, and we're going to look to try to get the farm down. We do get the farm down. Let's see what they have in the bag. They end up having Gastrodon. Gastrodon here is going to have to get to at least 2 Earth Powers, because I believe the Earth Powers here takes a while. So let's see. Earth Power goes through. We survive it, and now we're going to be able to get to a Shadow Ball right here. So does it KO? Yes, it does. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with the Jellicent closing the game, taking out the Talonflame and the Gastrodon. Next game, let's see what we find. We got the Girafarig versus the Trevenant. Okay, kind of a neutral matchup here. They are able to get to these Seed Bombs quite quickly, but we are resisting their fast move pressure. You can see we're doing way more fast move pressure than they are doing to us. We are going to be able to get the Psychic Fan to go up. They decide to just let it go. They might be ABA weak to that Girafarig, so we're going to switch out immediately. Okay, and that's exactly why they stayed in. They have the Poliwrath in the back. Poliwrath here is going to be able to beat our Greedent here, but we at least get some super effective Trailblaze damage. We're going to throw this Body Slam here to get a shield, which is fantastic. Trying to get to another Body Slam? Nope. They are able to snipe that energy, and now all we have to do is come back in with the Girafarig, try to farm down, and come out with some energy to throw back at whatever they had in the back. I already forgot what it was. Here, we're going to let it go, anticipating Ice Sea Wind. Oh, ends up being the Skull, so they're able to take us out right here. Okay, so it's okay letting go of that Girafarig because we have Bubble Jellicent versus this Macargo. We're going to make sure we throw an optimal timing here. We're almost to 2 Surf, so this Surf here will get a shield, and now we have to get to the next Surf here to take out this Macargo. Easy KO right here, and now do we have enough to take out this Poliwrath? Yes, we do, because we are probably 3 bubbles away from taking it out, and we still have a shield. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game with that Jellicent, closing the Macargo and that Poliwrath out. All right, so we got the core of Girafarig and Greedent kind of like, you know, covering each other, and then the Jellicent here is to just tackle some of the Vigoroths floating around. So the Bubble Jellicent is to pretty much take care of potential Vigoroths around. Here we have a Core Breaker. Again, this Charjabug is pretty decent against our Girafarig and the Jellicent. We tried to catch an X-Scissor right there, but our opponent was very patient. They actually end up throwing the X-Scissor anyway, so no harm done. We're going to be able to get to the Surf here, and we do get a shield, so that's fantastic news for us. We are able to get a shield even though they had all the time in the world to throw the Discharge. They finally throw the Discharge to take out the Jellicent. We're going to wait the time here, come back in with our Girafarig. This Girafarig here does get the Psychic Fan to go off. They switch out immediately into their Vigoroth, and it looks like, unfortunately for them, they get stun locked a little bit. We're going to be able to get to the Psychic Fan to debuff them anyways. So it looks like 2 shields, Girafarig would have been able to win this game anyway. So I think we still would have been okay. Let us know in the comments if you think this game would have been over, or do they still have a chance, considering we had some energy and we threw that Psychic Fan. We're just going to be able to farm down here. It looks like they DC'd or they just straight up quit. So they ended up having the Quagsire in the back. So I think we would have been okay, considering the Greedent potentially just could reach the 2 Trailblazes for the win, especially since we would have been able to either farm down the Vigoroths because we did debuff them early, and we still had a shield probably left over from that scenario. But check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.